The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 25th day of July, 2025. It is actually Cup Match Selection Night Eve. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we are able to pump through the radio airwaves on Hot 107.5 with these most important community conversations. I'm Jamal Hartman, and we'll have a news break a bit later from Maya Palacio. Folks, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's the Friday before the annual classic. Yep, it's two things some folks wait on every year. Cup Match and Christmas, the two C's. And one is upon us. How's everyone feeling about Cup Match this year? Excited? How are you feeling? Because those who can actually see me might see a big grin or a smile. Those who can hear me only, you may feel the energy, but it's Cup Match time, folks. It's Cup Match time in Bermuda. It is Cup Match time in Bermuda. I'm excited. I'm happy. The energy, the banter. It feels good. It's a good time to be Bermudian this time of year. But, I was riding yesterday, and I feel like my arms were on fire. And I'm probably getting like a little heat rash. But folks, the heat's a bit different. Huh? It's a bit different out there. So I've got to put some, what's it called, SPF. I got to go around People's Pharmacy, get me some SPF, some sunblock, because you got to play it safe out here in these streets. So I say all that to say, one thing I've learned is that we're not immune, the darker our skin, we're not immune to skin rash and stuff like that. So take care of our skin as the heat ramps up, and as we get out there for Cup Match, it's probably going to be just as bad. Alrighty. So how you feeling? How you feeling? It's Friday before Cup Match. It is the day before we find out who is going to be representing our teams. Suzanne Ingham says, super awesome Friday, Jamal and Maya, forever true to blue and blue. Indeed. Indeed. They don't have one like that up Somerset. They don't have one like that, Suzanne. Forever true to blue and blue. They don't have anything cool like that with them. All right. Greetings, everyone. Thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome Feria Alpha on. We're going to be discussing the Court Street markets. They have another event coming up this weekend. They had the Jerk Fest not long ago. That went pretty well. So let's get out there this Sunday and support the vendors at the Court Street markets in the lead up to Cup Match. Hey, if you haven't found something to wear or some things, they may have something for you. The daily play today is more Cup Match trivia. So more Cup Match trivia. You all haven't been doing so well with Cup Match trivia. So I don't know what I'm going to ask. We'll pull something out of the box for you a bit later. And don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right. Big shout out to everyone as well who came out to Medical House with us on Wednesday evening. Those who tune in on the radio, those who watch daily. It was really great having you. Hopefully you enjoyed your time and you're waving your towels and got your mugs and you're tuned in this morning. We'll be doing more stuff like that. So if you missed us this time, hopefully you get to see us the next. Alrighty. It is Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. we're going to have some fun today, folks. We are going to have some fun. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw the question, and it's your daily discussion brought to you by Titan Express and Secure Trucking. Don't forget, if you don't already, you can sign up for mailboxes. Just go to mailboxes.bm/daily hour, and you can get 2 years of free membership. Question of the morning. Here it is. Friday Fun Day, folks. What was I doing? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? I'm gonna go on Instagram. Let's see what the gram they folks were saying on the gram. On the gram, this question was asked, and let's see what the folks on the gram said. We had a couple of responses, and folks, we have someone said, how do I read this stuff? Someone said, freedom to spend with your family and be thankful for our ancestors sticking to the wicket. That's what they enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda. Another person says, family time and the banter. Family time and the banter. Man, nobody said food. Man, I like me some conch stew at the game and some fried fish or shrimp, and it doesn't get any better than that. I know some people love camping. Some people like going to the game just for crown and anchor. But what do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? It's Friday Fun Day. Let's have some fun. What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? And also, this is a key question for those who I believe everyone's attended the game at least once, right? But what do you like? Where do you prefer the game to be held? St. George's or Somerset? Where do you prefer the game to be held? St. George's or Somerset? No, I don't know. I seem to be abnormal in my thoughts with this, but I actually prefer St. George's because I like the feeling of driving into St. George's. And I'm not even a water person, but just the experience of driving into St. George's, going across the bridge and the water, and I don't know, entering St. George's, it's just a different feel. But I prefer the game in St. George's. However, I like where my spot is in Somerset a bit better because we're right at the entrance. So while I prefer St. George's experience, I like my spot better. Is that contradictory? Maybe that's contradictory. But yeah, I prefer the game in St. George's, but I do like my spot better in Somerset. I do like my spot better in Somerset. But what about you, audience? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? I love the banter. I love it. I like our differing perspectives on, like, for instance, yesterday, we referred to Gennaro Tucker as Mr. Cup Match, and someone said, well, actually, if anyone's Mr. Cup Match, it should be Clarence Parfit. That leads to another question that we'll discuss tomorrow night on Cup Match Selection Night. You please ensure that you are subscribed on bcgtv.com. You can catch Cup Match Selection live from 8 p.m. tomorrow evening on bcgtv.com. But what do you enjoy most about cup match? What do you enjoy most about cup match? And where do you prefer the game to be held, St. George's or Somerset? All right. Suzanne Ingham says what she enjoys most about cup match time in Bermuda is the 2 days off. All right. I got a break, a chance to rest, read. Just lays around. It's no never mind to me where they play. I'm not going out there in the gummy hot air. So I appreciate that. It's hot. Anyone who tells you that the game is not hot and it's not uncomfortable and humid, they're not telling the truth. They're not telling the truth. You really have to appreciate cricket and want to be outside, just love being outside, to actually go to cup match every year, and for both days, full days. Like, you have to be an outgoing person and appreciate the game. But no, I appreciate what Suzanne just said. Kenton Trott says, I am like you, Jamal. My favorite is St. Joe, but I always work when it's in East. In Somerset, I have access to a spot so I can enjoy the game. Yeah, I love it. Like seriously, driving into St. George's for cop match is such a different feeling. Like it's a real, it gives you a real island feel, right? But Somerset, the venue seems bigger. Again, my bias, my spot is right next to the gate. So long may that continue. But I just love, and it's close to the clubhouse. So it's for me, my personal feeling is I love both for different reasons. Both for different reasons. How about you, audience? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? And where do you prefer the game to be held? Where do you, I saw someone on the internet recently talking about, they need to change cup match to National Stadium, and I'm like, that's not going to happen. First off, it seems so open. I just don't see logistically how it would work. But I guess if you could put scaffolding at St. George's Cricket Club and Somerset Cricket Club, you can make anything work. But I I have a lot of questions if they were ever to. It would never happen because the clubs run cup match. It would never happen. Highly doubt it would ever happen. But the thought of someone suggesting that's interesting. That's interesting. I definitely would stick to the clubs. I would definitely say it has to be St. George's or Somerset, but definitely never, ever turn cup match into this national stadium or central location. The feel is different. The feel of the entire game. But you know what? Things change and things evolve. And who's to say that one day that won't be the case? I mean, look at the Bermuda Day Parade. It once ended at the National Stadium, then it ended at ended at Bernard Park, and now it's completely different, right? It used to be a stage at Bernard Park for it. So things change, things evolve. But audience, let us know. You're quiet this morning. What do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? What do you have? What do you enjoy most? Do you just enjoy remaining quiet? Like, are you all already on holiday mode? Like you're skipping work today? Like, what do you enjoy most about it? Or do you not like cup match? Or are you traveling? I did see that there's a lot of people traveling this year. I saw some people look, and unfortunately, people feel like the result's going to be the result. People like, "Eh," and that would be sad because if people are not wanting to watch cup match because they feel like the result's inevitable, St. George's, you got work to do. You got work to do, man. That shouldn't be the case with Bermuda's favorite holiday. All right, folks, let us know. This is Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. Don't forget, you can get 2 years of free membership. Just go to mailboxes.bm /the Daily Hour. And this is your daily discussion brought to you by our friends at Titan Express and Secure Trucking. Question of the morning: what do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? And where do you prefer the game to be held, in St. George's or Somerset? Where do you prefer the game to be held, St. George's or Somerset? But what do you enjoy most about cup match time in Bermuda? Well, Marquita Lee says what she enjoys most about cup match time in Bermuda is the time off work. Yeah. Time off work is always appreciated, especially during the hot months. What about those who don't get time off? Like, the shift workers and the nurses and doctors and the police and the fire and the bus drivers. Yeah. What about that? Charles H. Jeffers II says, I definitely enjoy the banter. Social media has taken it to another level. It's all in good fun, though. Absolutely. Stacey Ann Brown says the friendly banter. Now I gotta ask you, Stacey, who's your team, Stacey Ann Brown? Who's your team? I love the banter, honestly. I think cup match banter is probably the healthiest debate in Bermuda, because I've never seen people get so serious where it becomes a real argument. Like, to me, it's one of the most friendly times Bermudians can disagree. I love it. I honestly love it. Stacey Ann Brown has red and blue hearts, so we might have to ban her from the show. I do ask to please keep it respectful, no profanity. And she has started that early on this Friday morning. But yeah, audience, let us know. What do you enjoy most about Cup Match Time in Bermuda? What do you enjoy most about Cup Match Time in Bermuda? Charles H. Jefferson II says, I didn't grow up going to Cup Match. I didn't either. I went to Cup Match as a child, probably twice, two or three times. But I went Eastern Counties. Like my aunt Janet Maynard, she took me to I went to Eastern County literally all 3 games every year until I was probably about 16, 17. Right? So like I was literally born into Eastern County. So if it wasn't my aunt, I'd go with my godmother. So I was always at Eastern County. So that was my Cup Match growing up. I probably went Cup Match like I said, 2 or 3 times as a child. 2 or 3 times. Polly Rich says, enjoy the banter, decorations, and seeing people haven't seen in a while. Prefers the game in Somerset. Alrighty. What else, audience? What do you enjoy most about Cup Match Time in Bermuda? Michelle White says, I love the banter with strangers in particular. I do, however, like the Somerset field, being able to walk all around. Yeah, I think Somerset has that benefit of going right around until you get to the scoreboard area and it's like, gets tight. But I'm too old to be taking the laps around the field like I used to. I'm getting up there, folks. Trent says, prefer Somerset, coming together with family and friends. There is nothing like the first day watching the first ball at amazing atmosphere. First ball, man, that's religious. I have to be there for first ball. I'm with Trent. I'm one of those people. Like first ball is an important part of the tradition. You got goosebumps and chills. You know, the crowd goes up, the air horns start going, and you know someone's running in with that first ball. I haven't seen a first ball docking Cup match in my years attending. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't care if it's my team or not. I just want to see someone's wicket get taken first ball of the game. But it's so hard because I think it was Glenn Blakeney. Was it Glenn Blakeney? Where first ball of Cup match one year, he smacked somebody out the park. I think it was Glenn Blakeney, but most batters, they play defensive on that first stroke. So you're not likely to see it. But yeah, I think it was Glenn Blakeney on Corey Hill. I could be wrong, audience. If you remember, correct me. But I believe it might have been Corey Hill going in for Somerset. Glenn Blakeney steps, smacking him with the. But if I'm wrong, please tell me. Shauna Butterfield says, I love everything about Cup Match. The vibrancy of the island, the banter, the food, the fellowship, watching the game on TV, the rest, old traditions. The game is always best in the West. But you said watching it on TV. So how is the game always best in the West, Shauna? Yeah, with your Somerset colors. But no, I do enjoy my spot up Somerset, as I said earlier. I really do. I do love going to the game more in St. George's, just the vibe and the entrance into the old town. But I love my spot more up in Somerset. Charles H. Jefferson II says, I didn't grow up going to Cup Match, and even when I visited during Cup Match, I usually didn't go. Since moving back, I enjoy going and visiting the different camps. I can't stay all day, though. It's too hot. You know, I keep telling people, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay all day this year. Oh, you're going to stay because the way you sit up grumpy watching the game. And folks, I don't think you all understand. Me and the Heat are not on the same page this year. We're not on the same page. So I'm not quite sure it's going to go how everyone thinks it is. But I tell you what, if St. George's is putting up a fight, if it's a competitive match, your boy might stick around. What else, audience? What do you enjoy most about Cup Match Time in Bermuda? We've got Suzanne Ingham said, went cop match about 3 times for St. John's Ambulance in the 1970s and then in the early 2000s. No more. Thank you very much. Oh, it must have been hot when you were out there doing your community service. We've got Richard Scott, President Richard Scott says, the somewhat homecoming feel, homecoming-like feel of family and friends coming together for 2 great days, the variety of foods as well. Somerset forever. No, I agree. Like, so day one, I watch first ball. I have a little thing that I do. First ball, day one, and then I get my conch stew, get that out of the way. Got to have my annual conch stew. By lunch, I get my fish and chips. And day 2, I usually angle for some shrimp and chips. But man, the food plays a key role. I love seeing, like, it's the only time I really get to see my friends in one place, and I do enjoy that, like being able to embrace and enjoy that. Not living in Bermuda full time, so I don't get to see so many people, and Cop Match allows that to happen. So no, I love it, man. I think people who have lived outside of Bermuda for a period as well have a deep appreciation, not saying they have a deeper appreciation, but a deep appreciation for being able to engage so many on one day. It can be overwhelming at times, but I love that. Michelle White says, I love seeing people at the game who I haven't seen in years. Yeah, like seriously, I think Cop Match is one of the warmest times, no pun intended, but the warmest times as a Bermudian, because even through banter, there's so much love on the island. And that's what I really hope never goes away. Like, I really hope that the love for one another that we express, and truthfully, I said I wasn't writing a letter this year. I think I promised President Scott I wasn't writing a letter this year. I was not going to. And I'm not going to. Well, I've got 2 days. But all that to say, folks, I'm going to say this over the next 5-6 days. Manage your vices. Manage your alcohol consumption. Whatever you choose to do, please manage it well. Because there's all love and fun and games until somebody's under the influence of something. And then it's out the window. I'm not hoping for anything. I'm not trying to speak it into existence. I'm actually trying to get us to be responsible adults. Have fun, have a drink, relax, enjoy. Have some banter. But some people, we got a little juice in our system, and it's like everybody's an enemy. We get loud, some people don't even need the juices. But you get my point. Like, if you love somebody, help them with manage the drinking and stuff. Because we know how it goes. Let's have some good fun. Mark Arthur C. Phillips says, I enjoy spending time with family and the 2 days off. And Hedley and Swan says, I love the work that I do. However, I love being off from work. Richard Scott, President Scott says, the sharing of stuffs, food and drinks, and camaraderie between and amongst the various camps. Yeah. I love it. Folks, we've got to do daily hour news break, and then we've got Feria Alpha coming on. We're going to be talking about the Court Street markets, more Cup Match trivia later, so don't forget. And if you haven't already, you want to make sure you go to bcgtv.com and subscribe right now, because that's where Cup Match Selection Night will be live tomorrow. It will be live. You can engage throughout the night from 8 p.m. with Lionel Can, former Cup Match captain for St. George's, Stephen Otterbridge, former Cup Match player for Somerset, one half of the Voice of Summer, Jason Ford. We'll have Matthew Fullerton and Sancha on the grounds in Somerset. We'll have Larry Marshall Jr. and Roger out at St. George's Cricket Club. It's going to be a night of fun banter. We'll have some giveaways for you tomorrow night. So please go to bcgtv.com. As every year, it's on bcgtv.com. Every year, no questions, bcgtv.com. Let's show some love to Titan Express and Secure Trucking. Then we'll get to the news break, and then we've got our very special guest, I love her energy. Feria Alpha coming up, talking about the exciting things happening with the Court Street markets. They got something going on this weekend too. You don't want to miss it. Oops.
The daily discussion is brought to you by Titan Express and Secure. Visit TitanEXBDA.com, your leading tour and transport provider specializing in Black History tours throughout the island. And SecureBDA.com for all your property management, waste management, residential, and commercial trucking needs. Professional, punctual, and reliable service is our commitment to you.
Good morning, good morning. This is your Daily Hour News Break brought to you by the good people at People's Pharmacy. Cup Match Fun starts with the little things like floaties, beach toys, and poolside must-haves for the kids. Swing by People's for everything you need to keep the little ones smiling, splashing, and safe for the Cup Match holiday. Leading into your news this morning, police need help identifying persons in recent burglaries across the island. Some unidentified individuals have targeted homes and businesses across the eastern parishes over the last 4 months, stealing a number of items. On Tuesday, February the 25th, a home on Shell Point Road in St. George's was broken into around 9:20 p.m. The thief made off with a power washer, a water pump, and a Ring camera. In the early hours of Friday, May 23rd, 2 masked suspects broke into the Rubis gas station on Blue Hole Hill. CCTV shows them stealing a large quantity of cigarettes and other merchandise. And then on Wednesday, June 4th, 2 men forced entry into the St. David's Quickie Licky laundromat stealing cash. And most recently on Monday, July the 7th, the Hamilton Parish branch of Quickie Licky was also hit. In that case, the suspects failed to break into the cash machine and left empty-handed. In all 4 cases, the suspects were caught on CCTV, but their faces were covered, making identification difficult. Police hope someone may recognize their clothing, build, or movements. Meanwhile, in more disturbing news, a man was arrested with large knife. Now, this happened after a fight broke out outside Front Yard Bar in the city of Hamilton. Officers responded to the scene and they found a 61-year-old holding the weapon. The incident happened around 3 a.m. on Thursday, July 24th. The knife was seized without further trouble and the man was taken into custody on suspicion of possessing a bladed article in public. Moreover, a 19-year-old woman is facing charges after leading police on a high-speed chase through city streets while allegedly drunk. Now, this began just after 12:30 a.m. on July the 24th, when officers on patrol in Pembroke saw her fail to stop at a junction on the lane. Now, despite repeated attempts to pull her over, she sped toward the city of Hamilton, ran red lights, ignored traffic signs, and rode the wrong way down a one-way street. After a brief foot chase, she was arrested. Breath tests later confirmed she was over the legal blood alcohol limit. Closing with police reports, a 17-year-old girl was arrested after police stopped her riding a stolen motorcycle near the 24-hour Esso station on Richmond Road. Officers discovered the bike had been reported stolen and that the rider was too young to legally operate it. She now faces charges of bike theft and driving while disqualified. Bermuda, we know Emancipation Day and Mary Prince Day is upon us. Many will be celebrating and alcohol will be involved in many cases. So secure your designated drivers, know that the sobriety checkpoints will be in operation as they are during any major holiday, and drive safely. Closing, as Bermuda gets ready for Cup Match, we end with a throwback to the days when teams had to travel by boat to reach the game, including a vessel known as the Canama. This early Cup Match poster was printed using a traditional press, a reminder of just how deep the history runs. As for your weather, we got a mix of sun and clouds, chance of an early morning shower, and a high of 84 degrees. Now, back to the studio.
All right, thanks for that, Maya. Oh, a bit of history there about the Cup Match game. Traveling by boat to the game. Well, hey, the cup will go, well, we don't have to take it back. It'll remain in the east. So just bring it safely by boat from Somerset and make sure it's polished up for us. Days of the year. Interesting. It is actually Talk in an Elevator Day. Talk in an Elevator Day. Folks, real quickly, are you a stairs or elevator person? No, the only time I was an elevator person is when I worked on the 20th floor in New York City. And I didn't have a choice because you couldn't take the stairwell, like it was only for emergency. But it's elevator all day for me. I mean, it's stairs all day for me. Elevators, something about them just makes me feel like I'm gonna get stuck. So an elevator is a last resort. But are you an elevator or stairs person? Let us know. It's not, but talking an elevator day. So if I go in an elevator, I usually speak to people. Hey, go do that. I had a friend of mine last year. Got into the elevator. Hey, how you doing? Do that. And we got out, and she's like, "Do you have to do that?" It's like, what? Talk to everybody. I'm like, it's called manners. She says, no, manners is greeting people. Talking to people and having conversation is not manners. It's bringing attention to us. And I said, my goodness, how grumpy are you? And it's something we laugh about today, but I thought that just having conversation was good manners. And she said, no, that's bringing attention to yourself. Good manners is a greeting. But yeah, I'm a stairs person. If I don't have to get on an elevator, I'm good. Nick Haskell says stairs. I hate elevators. Suzanne Ingham says both, but I do stairs a lot. Manuela John says stairs if I can find them. Yep. Stairs for sure, says Polly Rich. I feel the same. Yeah, I would do stairs all day, every day. Like 4 flights, 5 flights, 6 flights. That's what I'll do. I just prefer stairs. Funny because I don't want a house with stairs. I'd rather one level. All right, folks. We're going to take a quick break. If you haven't already, whatever platform you may be streaming and watching us on, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter X, Instagram, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. We'll be back after this with a very special guest for the day. We've got Feria Alpha, and we are talking about the Court Street markets. We've got some exciting things happening. Stick with us.
People's ACW, located at King Edward VII Memorial Hospital, carries over-the-counter medicines, toys, cards, and even toiletries. Our knowledgeable staff are there whether you're at emergency, visiting family, or a member of BHB staff, to show you our best even when you're feeling your worst. People's ACW, we're here for you.
"96 degrees, real hot, oh yes."
Summer's heating up, but your home, it can chill. BAC is turning down the heat with 20% off Carrier X-Power mini split AC units. They're sleek, whisper quiet, and smart thanks to energy-saving inverter technology. New install, upgrade, doesn't matter. Just don't miss out. For a limited time, get 20% off when you pay with cash, credit, or debit.
96 degrees, real hot.
Swing by BAC on Mill Creek Road today.
Bermuda holidays are a time when we celebrate our community, traditions, and the beauty of Bermuda. HSBC is deeply rooted in the community and proud once again to be the lead sponsor of Cup Match. Somerset! St. George's!
St. George's.
Whether you're heading east to watch Cup Match in person or spending time camping, boating, swimming, or simply relaxing, no matter which team you choose, Cup Match is one of the most spectacular and energizing events, bringing the entire island together in celebration of Emancipation Day and Mary Prince Day. Wishing all of Bermuda a happy Cup Match from HSBC, and may the best team win.
Somerset. St. George's.
HSBC, opening up a world of opportunity.
Take a look at our workforce for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places, and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Discover Drop It, your go-to grocery delivery. Browse and select from a wide range of groceries from fresh produce to daily essentials. Our friendly drivers deliver fresh groceries to your door fast, saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast so you can focus on what really matters. Drop It, freshness at your doorstep, delivered to your door with Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
Alrighty, welcome back to the Big Show. Jamel Hartman here. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lenders, People's Pharmacy, and a big thank you to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we're able to pump through the radio airwaves on Hot 107.5 with these most important community conversations. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Do not forget, tomorrow night, Cup Match Selection Night, Lionel Can, Stephen Otterbridge, Jason Ford. You'll have Matthew Fullerton, Sancho Durham, Larry Marshall Jr., Rod J. Danbrook. It will be a night. We'll have interviews with different players, club officials. We'll be getting you ready, and you'll find out who will be representing your team, your colors for the upcoming Classic. All right, so don't miss it. We'll have some giveaways. We'll likely be giving away some tickets to the game. So tune in, see how you can win, and yeah. Hopefully more St. George's fans than anyone else tune in. All right, let's give a warm TH welcome. Very special guest today. We've got Feria Alpha coming on. We're talking about the Court Street markets this morning, folks. They had a jerk fest, and we had shared it on our social media, and you all loved that. You loved it. I'm mad I missed that one because I love me some jerk chicken. Love me some jerk chicken. But she's going to tell us what else they got going on. Let's give a warm TH welcome to Feria Alpha. Calm down, calm down. She don't know you like that. Good morning.
Go. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. So first off, I got to ask you, you have yellow on, so that's not identifiable, but do you have a cut match team?
Bermuda, I'm for everybody. Peace, love, and harmony and freedom to us all.
I see what you did there. You know, you can't go wrong. You're neutral. You're neutral. You're going to be Switzerland in this case. Okay. But you know, Dr. King did warn us about folk like you. He did warn us. See, he told us about neutrality. But no, thank you for doing this. And obviously, I love the bright yellow in a state of red and blue. But tell the audience a bit about yourself and what you do with the Court Street markets for you.
Okay, great. So basically, my name is Feria Alpha, and I am currently the event manager and spokesperson for Court Street Market. I actually took the post. I was able to obtain the post in May. Our first market was Culture Fest, and that included all cultures, which are currently in Bermuda: Jamaican culture, the Dominicans, the Philippines, the Africans. And of course, us Bermudians and the rest. So they had the option of coming and showcasing their goods. And that was in food, dance, and gaming. And that was very exciting. And then what we've done is also bring Jerk Fest to the table. So all these events are going to be annual. And now we are in our pre-cut match. But Jerk Fest was definitely a major hit.
So what is the whole like? What's the goal? Like what's the goal of the Court Street markets? Because I love what you just said, like bringing the various cultures, Dominican, Jamaican, African cultures, and of course Bermudian. So what's the goal of it? Is it to really, show that Bermuda is somewhat of a like melting pot of so many groups of people, and we have so much to appreciate and enjoy?
Yes, so definitely. So the goal for Court Street Market is basically where people can come, eat, and dance in the street. And that is for all. That's for locals and visitors alike. To come and enjoy the culture here on Court Street as we grow and evolve as the Court Street community, but most of all Bermuda. Putting Court Street more on the map for doing great things and positivity in the community in this area. So it's very important to us all as pre-cop matches coming up. Jerk Fest was certainly a hit. And so the Jerk King, because we crowned someone the first Jerk King, and that was Big Al's Jerk. So Big Al's Jerk will be the only one coming back to sell jerk chicken on Sunday. So we
So
are ramping up. We put up some of our decorations
yeah,
outside. So
before
if
we
you
get
drive through Court Street today, you will see that we've put up our decorations.
Before we get into Sunday, just going back to the Jerk Fest, can you, because we shared it on our social media and like people loved it, and I think people were like, okay, why didn't I know this was taking place? And audience, if you have any questions or comments, feel free. But audience, I want to ask the audience and just be honest with us: have you been to any of the Court Street Market events? Because to me, the reaction from Jerk Fest was like, okay, when is the next one? When is the next event? Right? And that was exciting for real. Honestly, it was like, hey, hold on, like we've got to help, we've got to support this because it was showing a side of Bermuda where it's not the beach,
Yeah.
it's not the hotel, and I absolutely feel like it's necessary for us to support this because we are made up of so many different cultures and people. So speak to like how the Jerk Fest. I didn't even know until I read a press release that there was a Jerk King crowned, and now he's coming back. And then, what should we expect this weekend in this week's ends experience? Like, what can attendees expect to experience?
So, so we're going to elaborate more on Jerk Fest. So for Jerk Fest, what we did, we put it out to all restaurants and jerk what we actually call them, we call them jerk masters. So such as Chef Wayne up there in Warwick at the Robert Tree, he's up there every weekend. So we had him, Big Al's Jerk, the gentleman that came and took the title of Jerk King. He jerks around Carbon Avenue area, which is in the vicinity. And then we had Sensational Delights. We had soul food on board. Also, of course, none other than Jamaican Grill, which they are their home base is on Court Street. And we also had a personal entry, which was Seven Collection. And that is Malachi. Malachi walked away with the award of People's Choice Award. And we had 3 awards. And so the other one for that was basically the most creative jerk dish. Malachi did a jerk mushroom. Like it was absolutely amazing. When I say all the jerk masters, they even came and bought fashion. Hey, listen. Chef Wayne, which is up there in Robert Tree, his entire team, I believe he had a team of 5 or 6 of them. His entire team came out fully outfitted. They came, listen, I don't know if they got I believe they got their stuff from Medical House, but they had on green chef jackets. And prior to the Jack Festival, he went back home to Jamaica on vacation. And so he brought back some fresh uh, produce, and it was amazing. And he presented that to the judges. We had 3 judges. Dr. Tanika Eve, Rakai Williams, and Erna DeGraff, which is our sponsor here on Court Street, which is Main Point Real Estate. And so I really want to, give thanks to them along with the BEDC, the city of Hamilton as well. And yes, and WYD, which is what you are doing in Bermuda. But
Yeah,
when I say folks turned up, they did.
yeah, I love that you got the support from the likes of BDC, City of Hamilton, and others, because to make this happen is, we need that support to make these kind of things happen. But I want to go to the audience real quickly. Charles H. Jefferson II, he says, I love the embracing of other cultures to Court Street Market. Growing up, we really saw non-Black cultures around the block or back of town. How important, Feria, because again, I say it all the time. New York City didn't become great because it was one race of people. It became great because it was a diverse group of people, and diverse cultures made it up. Like, you can go to New York and get authentic food from so many different cultures that you probably would have to actually travel to each destination to experience. But speak to us about how important it is to kind of show the diversity around Court Street, or as it was called back of town, as you grow the Court Street markets.
So it is very important. I currently own a business on Court Street, which is a Gloria and Company, and I have a diversity of customers. And so does other businesses on Court Street, Soul Food. We got casual footwear, people from all walks of life and different career types actually come on Court Street to purchase from us and embrace us as a community. And so that's why we brought to Court Street was the multicultural event. It is very important because that's what the world is made up of. And I believe in order to make everybody great, put Bermuda on the map, we have to embrace everybody. I've worked in hospitality, and I could not say that there was only one culture that came and stayed at the hotel. I know that it takes all of us to make everything possible, whether you have a business and or if you have a household. Mom doesn't do everything, dad doesn't do everything. It takes a complete team, and the community, the world is our team. So when visiting Bermuda, listen out, go on to Culture Affairs page. They do list our events, which we are appreciative of them as well. Shout out to Carly over there. But it's very important to us, and it helps us to keep going, to have and to see the diversity of people coming on Court Street. Shows that we are evolving and we are growing, and we're going into a new light and a new direction.
Yeah, let's turn to this weekend since we went into a new direction. This is the pre-cup match event. What can people expect to experience this weekend?
So pre-cup match is definitely pre-cup match, and that goes to your question earlier to the audience, Jamal. What do people look forward to for cup match? So me, I'm not too big on the cricket, but I do respect the fact that it is Emancipation Day, and it's all about the freedom and the fight, the position that Mary Prince took. And so, thank you again to all of those that have paved the way for us. But I will say what is happening is that we're doing pre-cup match. We're having fish vendors, people that will be here showcasing their food, and we're going to be having a fashion show. So we currently have 5 food vendors, and they have various seafoods. So Jamal, you can come down and have shrimp.
I'll be there.
You definitely can come down. Yes, there will be shrimp on sale. I'm pretty sure we'll probably have at Jack Fest, Soul Food did salmon, and that was a major hit. So don't ask them what they're gonna have on their menus, because we give them an outline of what we're looking for, and so they sign up, they set up, health department comes, and we're happy. And then we have entertainment throughout the day. And this year, for the first time ever, we're having a seniors, disability, and visitors alike tent for people to come and sit and enjoy the atmosphere for those that aren't able to walk around and enjoy the vendors, and people can come and shop. Local vendors. We're going to have cup match goodies on sale as well. We're doing cup match giveaways such as t-shirts, hats, could be a car steering wheel, could be fans. It's going to be really, really, really great. First time ever having a female DJ. Very interesting to us. And like I said, another the highlights. It's all about the fashion. It's all about the food and the fashion, Jamal. On my end, I can't speak for the entire team. I know some people would say it's about Crown and Anchor for them, but here on Court Street, we are going to be playing a few games, and one of them is a pie eating competition. So we're going to have some fish pies available, and the persons, let's see who can eat the fish pie the fastest. No crumb on the ground or your shirt or the table.
I love it. I love it. That question this earlier. What do you enjoy most about Cop Match Time in Bermuda? This better be added to people's minds. Yo, this is something to get people ready, get them in the mood. I love the dance, the fashion, the food. This is exciting. And we've got Nicole Walker says, I'm so excited about these events and looking forward to the pre-cut match festivities. Well done, Feria and team. Love it. We've got Adeline Swan says, thank you to TDH for this very entertaining and colorful interview with Feria. Never a dull moment in her presence. And we've got Emily Gale Deal saying, congratulations, Feria. You're doing an amazing job. But we've got people, our audience is attending. So Suzanne Ingham says not yet. So hopefully we can get Suzanne out to one of the events. But Zena Trott and Polly Rich have attended before. They have attended. Feria, I know you mentioned they could go on cultural affairs pages. How else can people get in touch if they want to be a vendor, or just attend or be a part of it in some way and support it? If they're looking for sponsors, how can people get in touch?
So basically, to get in touch with Court Street, we do have an email. Our official email is courtstreetmarkets@gmail.com. That is our official email. It's courtstreetmarkets with an S on the end @gmail.com. You can also contact us at 441-537-7467.
Alrighty.
And I'll repeat that number for you. It's 441. Yes. It's 441-537-7467, or you can always stop by my place of business, which is Gloria and Company on the corner of Court and Dundonald. And I will be here today from 3 until 7, and tomorrow I would be here from 11 until 7.
All right. Just remind the audience one more time. Event is Sunday, the 27th. Give them the times. Let them know. Don't be late.
Yes. So, folks, Court Street Market's pre-cut match, fish festival, and fashion show is happening this week, Sunday, on Court Street from 2 until 8 p.m. Come, eat, shop, and dance in the streets. Bring your cheers, your family, and your friends, and we look forward to having all of you. Tell a visitor, bring the the minibus load. We are looking forward to it. So we thank you. And we also have social media handles as well, which is the Court Street Markets Facebook and Instagram pages. I wanted to add that in as well, Jamal.
Thank you so much, Feria. For those who on radio, you can't see my face smiling because, I'm trying not to dribble about the fried fish because you all know fried fish is my weakness. So it starts 2, but I'll be there 1:59. 1:59. Ready to be in front of one line. So
Okay, well, actually,
go ahead. Tell me. Give me the secret.
But that's actually good. You can come at that time, Jamal, because we have a rule here on Court Street. Setup is starting like 9 o'clock, and food vendors have to be set up by 12. We are on it. We are on it. So it's great. Yes. So yes, they are ready. Their grills have to be turned on for health department, fire, and safety of the city. They all come and inspect and improve. Yes, maybe I'll put you on the runway as well, Jamal.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want that. Nope. For real, I'm looking forward to seeing you
Okay.
though on Sunday. It's been
I would not do that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm happy to support this. Audience, please get out. Make sure we're supporting the Court Street markets. These events are necessary for our community to move forward together, and really appreciate Bermuda beyond the beaches and hotels. We can appreciate that too, but this is a kind of Bermuda. This is the heart. This is the soul of Bermuda. It's made up of so many people with the dedication and commitment, like Feria, who are giving us things where we can no longer say this old saying, there's nothing to do in Bermuda. Feria, thank you to you and everyone who participates, and we'll definitely be in touch. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Daily Hour. We appreciate you.
All right, Feria Alpha, folks, if you appreciated the conversation, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Thank you, Emily Gail Dill. Shared the number. It is 441-537-5467. Hit them up. Let's do it, folks. Let's do it. Let's get out there and support. Don't go anywhere. I've got some cup match trivia for you coming up. I don't know what the question's going to be, but something tells me, based on you lot's recent history, you're not going to get it right anyway. But stick with us. I want to see if someone gets this right. All right? I don't know what they're going to get right, but just stick with us to see if anyone can get it.
Considering the increasing challenges faced by financial institutions, the need for insurance protection is a critical component of the risk management framework. At Friesenbrook, our priority is to safeguard your assets with the most optimal, cost-effective risk management cover to help protect your business, whether it be cyber, directors and officer liability, professional indemnity, or property insurance. Call us on 296-3600 to learn more about our full suite of competitive corporate insurance products. At Friesenbrook, we provide insurance you can count on.
Dreaming of expanding your business? With BDC's loan guarantee program, we support your ambitions. Get up to 75% guarantee on bank or credit union loans up to $300,000. Just your vision and our support. Apply today and unlock new business opportunities. BDC. Bermuda business starts here.
Looking for the best care for your pets? Novazok Feed and Supply has everything you need, from top quality foods to toys and supplies. We've got it all. Join our frequent buyer program and earn rewards every time you shop. Plus, we've been awarded the Clever Customer Initiative program for helping you save more. And don't forget, we open an hour early on Saturdays so you can get a head start on your pet care. Visit us today or shop online for easy pickup or delivery. Your pets will thank you.
Being from this little island, like yourself, we knew you needed access to reliable shipping. We set up mailboxes so you can skip all the long waits or held up in customs excuses.
With mailboxes, that won't happen. Get your packages in under 48 hours using our dashboard.
Plus, if you're a planner or headerer, our weekly consolidation service might be for you. We hold your packages in Delaware and ship them together to save you big time on shipping fees.
And with our warehouse being in Delaware, that means 0% sales tax. Pretty cool, right guys?
Alrighty, welcome back. Thanks again to Feria Alpha for stopping by from the Court Street markets. Appreciate her very much, folks. Make sure you get out there, support, show some love to the various vendors. It sounds like it's going to be a good old time this Sunday from 2 o'clock until 8. All right. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House Lenders, People's Pharmacy, and shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we can pump through the radio airwaves on Hot 107.5 with these most important community conversations. Folks, it is time for the Daily Play brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. All right, it's more Cup Match Trivia today. Here we go, audience. Here we go. And this is coming straight from Cup Match Trivia. Bermuda Trivia, the Cup Match edition. All right, available at People's Pharmacy, Caesar's Pharmacy, Brown & Co. and more. So check it out. All right, who is Somerset's leading wicket taker in the history of Cup Match? Who recorded the most wickets in history for Somerset Cricket Club? You all haven't been, who has the most wickets in history? There we go. See, it's not Janine Tucker. It's not Gennaro Tucker. It's not Clyde Best. It is Warren Simmons, Stacey Ann Brown. It's not Tucker Carla Franklin. It is Warren Simmons, Nicole Walker. It's not Randy Horton, Janet Maynard. It is Warren Simmons. Somerset's leading wicket taker in the history of Cup Match, Warren Simmons, recorded 94 wickets. It's Warren Simmons. Folks, do yourselves a favor. Go get you the Cup Match edition. Learn about Bermuda. 6 editions of Bermuda Trivia available at stores, in stores. Go get them. Bragging rights. Just education. It's helpful. Go check it out. All right. Let's wrap it up. We had a daily discussion. It was Friday Fun Day. We spoke about what we love most about Cup Match time in Bermuda. I think we're all on the same page. We love the engagement amongst one another. We love the banter. We love healthy debate. We've got a long way to go. Still a week to go before the big game, but I just hope everyone is on the same page, is wanting to have fun and enjoy the ride this year. As far as the conversation with Feria, I love the fact that these things are happening. We need more things to do in Bermuda that involve and the embracing of each other, despite our backgrounds. So I look forward to hopefully getting around. Hopefully the weather's great on Sunday, getting around there and getting me some jerk and experience the Jerk King. And also some fried fish. So I'm going to eat. Yeah, I'm going to eat. So hopefully I can see many of your faces around there as well this Sunday. Court Street Markets is going to be a good day, it seems. All right. I've got to give you some daily inspiration before I let you on your way. But before we do that, folks, don't forget B as in boy, G as in girl, C as in cat, T as in Tom, and V as in Victor.com. That's bcgtv.com. You want to go and subscribe to bcgtv.com. Cup Match Selection Night is tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. We'll have tons of giveaways. It'll be engaging. Find out who's going to make your team tomorrow night. Cup Match Selection Night, bcgtv.com. You do not want to miss it. All right. So here's your daily inspiration for the day. It's from Roy L. Smith. Quote, discipline is the refining fire by which talent becomes ability. Ooh, end quote. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lenders, People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we're able to pump through the radio airwaves on Hot 107.5. Folks, as always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you on Monday, live. And we've got the coaches next week, Clay Smith and Gennaro Tucker. You don't want to miss those conversations because the teams will have been selected already. I'm Jamel Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great day. ER is out. Peace.